everyone. Now back to Roger and Marilyn on Chum FM.
827, this is something new. This guy says he can read your mind. Perhaps he can let me know what the heck Marilyn is thinking. He's appeared on America's Got Talent, NBC's Phenomenon, and The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Please welcome mentalist Wayne Hoffman.
Yay,
All right.
Hey, Wayne Hoffman, what is a mentalist?
That's a great question. It's kind of a weird term. Mentalist is basically, in a nutshell, it's a mind reader. So I use psychology and the science of the mind to be able to get in your head, and I use it for entertainment.
So how did you find out you had this talent when you were a kid and you could read your parents' mind?
I wish.
Yeah.
No, I started doing magic as a hobby as a little kid, and then later I studied psychology at a university, and I started to realize I could blend psychology with entertainment. So I kind of blended the two together, and yeah, I studied to become a mind reader. So I wasn't born with these abilities. It's a trained thing.
Yeah. Let's add to that resume that you're going to open for Penn and Teller.
Yeah. I'm out in Vegas September 25th. Yeah, I'm opening for them out in Vegas. So yeah, it's exciting.
So cool.
All right, sounds like he's got some credibility.
I think he does. I think he does.
Now, Wayne, you want to do something with our listeners this morning, right?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I can do some very strange things over the radio, and I've traveled around the world to 64 different countries doing this. And your listeners are about to experience something amazing. So if you're listening right now, I want you to grab some things that are within reach. If you're at home, for example, and you have, let's say an old broken watch. So like an old watch that maybe was an heirloom from a family member, or one that you haven't worn in a while. I want you to go grab it. And what I'm going to do is get these old broken watches to start running again. So if you have an old broken watch, go set the time to the correct time right now and hold it in your hand. And I want you to concentrate on it. And then also, while I do these things with you guys this morning, if you have a set of car keys or some metal, like some spoons or forks in a drawer at home or at work for lunch, I want you to grab them, because you're going to start to notice, the listeners are going to start to notice that the metal forks and spoons and the keys are going to start to bend while they're holding them. You're going to see these things. Metal will start to bend. Old broken watches are going to start running again. But I want you to take notice. Weird things are going to start to happen as I'm on the radio here. Light bulbs will flicker. Your car will turn off by itself. A DVD player might turn on. Your TV might turn off and on by itself. So I want all the listeners to start watching and pay attention, because weird things are about to start happening.
My lights flickered at home in the middle of the night. Was that you, or was that the storm?
No, not yet. No, that stuff will begin now. And now a lot of people think I'm crazy, and they laugh and say, there's no way. Yeah, right. But just wait. It starts to happen now.
Okay.
So start paying attention, and weird things will begin happening.
Okay.
I know it's creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy,
right.
But that's...
So what are you going to do with Marilyn?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, let me warm up, Marilyn.
Okay.
I'm going to try something. I have a piece of paper and a pen here. I want you to imagine, I'm going to write something down. I want you to imagine you go into a convenience store, kind of like a 7-Eleven type of thing, and you get some change back from whatever you just purchased. Now I'm writing something here. I'm writing a little prediction of what I believe you're about to say. Do me a favor, out loud, just tell us, how much change did you get back from whatever you just purchased?
32 cents.
Now, you could have said anything that you want to, up to $1 million. Marilyn, read what I had written.
Okay.
Let's see, I've written.
Read it out loud from the
32.
top. It says, you will say 32 cents.
I said 32 cents.
Honestly, it does. We're not putting it on.
I'm not putting it on.
No.
It said 32 cents.
It says it right
crazy.
there. I can see it.
Okay,
Oh,
32
my
Now,
cents.
Marilyn, also, do me a favor. Right now, I'm going to try to see if I can get a person out of your mind that's important to you.
Yeah.
So I want you to just totally relax your mind. Don't think of anything. Okay, the first person that pops into my head, there was actually a flicker of between two people in your mind, almost like you were debating between two people. But I see in your mind there's a male figure in your mind. The person you're thinking of, are they younger than you?
Well, there's two.
Okay, no, there's two.
There's
Okay,
two. One is younger, one is older.
Same. Okay, concentrate. I think I'm getting a younger male figure. Do you have any children or
Yes,
no?
I do.
Are you thinking of a son of yours?
Yes,
or no?
I am.
Think of his name. Is your son? I don't know you personally or anything about you, but is your son's name Adam?
Yes.
There you go. Wow, that was quick. Wow.
What about the other guy?
Well, do you really want me to spill your dirt on air? No, I'm joking. She's giving me this look like
I don't know. But I thought it's somebody randomly. I thought, okay. That's a flicker.
I'll tell
There
you
was a
what,
flicker.
weird question. If you were to go on a free vacation, Marilyn, anywhere in the world, where would you go? You can
Right
tell
now?
me. Yeah. You go to the airport, you fly out, you go on a free vacation. Where would
Right
you?
now, I go to Seattle.
Okay, imagine you're there and you go into a hotel, right?
Yeah.
And you can choose your own hotel room
Right.
number. What is your imaginary hotel room number?
my
Just make
gosh.
something up. Yeah, whatever.
701.
Okay, is that important to you in any way? Is like, I don't know, is the first of the month important or anything like that? Birthday, like
Well,
July?
no, my July 1st is
July
my
fir-
birthday. I don't know why I said 701.
See, now that was
That's
subconscious,
wild.
but I knew this was going to happen.
701, July
That is
1st.
so
But
weird.
look at this,
Oh,
guys. Look at
yeah.
this. In
Okay.
my shoe, and you
Right.
can tell, I'm taking my shoe off right now.
Yeah.
Inside of my shoe is a folded up piece of paper. I'm going to hand this to Marilyn, and I want you to unfold and read what I had written on here.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, now go ahead. Yeah, I had 2 things written on there that you might find interesting.
Okay, first of all.
She's unfolding
Please
it.
take our word for it. We don't. This is
You
legit.
are crazy!
What's on? Let me see. Let me see.
No, it says Seattle at
It
701.
says Seattle at 701. It was in
Yeah.
his shoe.
Why do I say Seattle?
I know.
Mr. Mentalist, why do I say Seattle?
Well, now I know, but I can't tell you. And that's part of being a mentalist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you're scary.
You should see everyone's
is
face
wild.
right now.
You're a
They're
scary
freaking
individual.
out. Roger, let me. If we have time, I'd love to try to get in your head.
All right.
Just clear your mind. Don't think anything. Now, actually, I told you guys earlier that I'm going to try to read your minds and get in your head and figure things out. And Roger, I told you I want you to think of a random long word. Do you have that word in your mind?
I do.
Now, quick question: did you tell anyone in the studio, or did you write it down at
I
all?
did not. Didn't
Okay.
tell anybody. Didn't write it down.
So it's just in your mind. Look at me.
Yep. Okay.
Think of it. Now, I told you to think of a random word, something totally random. I'm going to try to write down the letters and get them out of your head. Now, again, you didn't tell anyone, you didn't write them
No.
down. Just think of it.
I did not. I'm thinking of it right now.
Weird question. Did you debate between 2 words?
Yeah.
Because I feel like there was
did.
another word in your mind. Don't urinate yet. Wait till the end.
Okay.
Now, I'm getting letters from both words. That actually, believe it or not, that's good, but it also makes it difficult on me. I'm gonna say it's a crapshoot on whether or not I'm gonna get the right word. I'm gonna say actually. Let me write down I'm getting 2 letters. I'm going to write down the first 2 that I'm getting. And just to make sure I'm on the right track, I have 2 things written here. We'll see how close I get. Just tell me the first letter of the word you actually ended up choosing.
M.
Because I got M-O.
M-O.
Keep thinking. M-O. Now, I keep getting a U. Is there a U in it?
M-O-U.
Keep thinking.
I am.
I'm going to write this. I'm getting... He's freaking out right
I
now.
am.
I'm writing
You know the
something
good
down.
thing is we'll never see this guy again.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oddly enough, that's a compliment. All right, I'll tell you what. I wrote something down here, Roger. I'm gonna show Marilyn here so she
Okay.
can see. Can you see
Okay.
that, Marilyn? Yeah. Yeah. I just handed her the
Yes.
card. I wrote a word there.
Okay.
I'll just she can see it. I'll just ask you point blank. Were you thinking of? It's a weird word. Were you thinking of the word mountainside?
I was.
Awesome. That's awesome.
I have
Oh
a
my
question.
God,
Do you have
more.
something else in your other shoe that we should know about?
Oh, Lord.
That is amazing. You're
This is-
amazing.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh,
Please
my
take
gosh.
our word for it. This is legit.
This is legit.
And I don't like it. More with Wayne Hoffman coming up, and we'll take some calls from you, too. Here's Bob in the CP24 Traffic Center.
Well, we're still looking at...
We're with mentalist Wayne Hoffman this morning here on Chum FM. Are you appearing anywhere in Toronto?
Yeah, actually, I'm here doing a corporate event. I actually perform for company business events, sales meetings, and stuff like that. In fact, I did an event for TELUS, which is a pretty well-known company, and I'm doing a university tour right now. So I just performed at Wilfrid Laurier University last night, and I do University of Western Ontario coming up tomorrow night. So those are just for the students, however, but nothing ticketed, nothing public that the public can come to. But eventually, I will be here doing that.
You well, I highly recommend you doing that. The interesting thing is you must walk into a room being a mentalist and all, and just a performer, knowing that you've got a lot of skeptics out there. Right?
Oh yeah, all the time. I mean, my job really thrives on skepticism because if I said something that you believed, you wouldn't come to the show. If I said, "Hey, come watch me eat a ham sandwich," you wouldn't come because
Right.
it's not amazing. So
Right.
skepticism is kind of built into it. Skeptics are my best audience because they live in a world of rules, and I pull the rug out from under them.
You certainly do.
Well, I try to.
Wayne, mentalist Wayne Hoffman, say good morning to listener Melissa.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, wow. Well, that's a sultry voice you have.
Well, I'm just a bit freaked out right now.
Now, Melissa, did anything weird happen to you yet today or not yet?
Well, I was driving home. I dropped my daughter off at high school, and I was listening to you. And I had my hands on my keys that were in the ignition. And when I pulled them out, I pulled into my driveway and got home, and I was still listening to you. And I pulled the key out, and it was completely bent.
Yes.
When I'd had it in my hand, it was the key to my front door.
It's usually things that people hold that
I
are
was
the
holding
things
it
that
as I was driving.
it's weird, isn't it?
Oh, my God.
And
my
thanks
heart
to you, she
pounding.
can't get in the house now because her key is bent.
These are the things. If a person holds something like a key, a fork, you'll notice one of the tines will start to bend. If you hold something in your hand like a paper clip, it will start to slowly bend by itself. Keys. So I know people think I'm nuts right now. I know, and Melissa here probably thought I was nuts too until the key started bending. But I want your listeners to go grab things around metal, hold them, and these things will start bending. I know it's absolutely incredible sounding, but it's true, and it'll happen. One of the things that I'm known for is starting broken watches. So again, think if you have an old broken watch that doesn't work anymore, go grab it if you can. Take the time to do this because I tell you, it's worth it. Set it to the correct time. Hold it in your hand and just begin to concentrate while I'm talking. And these old broken watches will begin running again.
It's something else. What is it with time? And what is it? What is the connection there?
You know, I have no idea. Now, I don't claim to have supernatural powers, but at the same time, some of these things I can't quite explain. Like, I really don't understand how exactly these things work, some of them. Now, obviously, a lot of what I do is body language reading and hypnotism and neurolinguistic programming, but it's the other stuff that really kind of even blows my mind.
I find that interesting that you don't really know why you're able to do this. Like, it's not something you can go to school and learn. It's not a magic trick.
Well, right. Now, just for full disclosure, because I'm an honest mentalist, I do things that you learn. It's everything that I do for 99.9% of it is a learned ability. And I do magic. Like I said, I started my career as a magician, but later I realized I could do incredible things without any props.
Right.
But, you know, every once in a while, I'll just throw out a little intuition. Just a hunch, and I think we all have that as humans. And,
I don't think we tap into that enough, do we?
Let's
I don't
go
think
to,
I don't think we listened to our intuition as much as we maybe did when we were kids.
Exactly.
Let's go to one more listener, and
Sure.
her name, oddly enough, Marilyn, is Marilyn.
Hey, Marilyn.
It's
Hello.
meant to be. Good morning. Did you have something strange happen this morning?
Yeah, I had an old watch. It's over 13 years old, and every time I got a new battery, it would stop working. So I took it out, and it started working.
That's awesome. So it's running right now as we speak.
Yeah, right now.
And it did not work prior to that, correct?
Correct.
It's weird, isn't it? I
Yeah.
know.
So I'm wondering how long it's going to work for.
You know, as long as it can. I mean, I'm not a watchmaker, so I
Yeah.
really don't know the mechanisms. But you now have a running watch, so enjoy it.
That's great. Awesome.
I have a question for you.
Everybody in here is
Yeah,
just looking
yes,
at me like I'm a
I
demon.
I wish I'd known about this watch thing, because I got half a dozen old
no,
watches at home I could have
No, you've
bought
got
in.
a TV where the Wi-Fi is not working. You should have them come over. But here's a question for you from this Marilyn, and that is, when you, let's say, sitting at an airport waiting for a flight, can you turn that stuff off in your brain, or can you just look at people and go, I know what they're thinking, or this is happening? I mean, it's not like you're a psychic. It's a different kind of calling.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not a psychic. See, the difference is psychics claim to have supernatural powers. To answer your question simply, yes, I can turn it off. But, like, for example, you have both your hands touching your face right now, just in front of your mouth.
I do.
She just put her hands down really
But I'll
quickly.
do it again.
So what I'm doing is I'm watching for little things like that. Winks, blinks, smiles, breathing patterns, saccades of the eyes. So I can look at a person from across the room and get a general idea of what they're thinking.
Right.
And I think we all do that as human beings. It's you know, when you're on a first state and the person's leaning in, it's good. You know, you get that, you read that subtle body
it's a connection.
language.
Yeah, I was praying for you, by the way.
This was very fascinating, Wayne. It was great to have you in.
You have to come back and visit again.
Oh, I would love to.
Wayne Hoffman. Now, do you have, if people want more information about you, is there a website or do you have a book or anything?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll give you the short version. If you go to waynehoffman.com, it has links to everything. I have a book called Mind Candy that's on Amazon. It teaches you a 4-step process on how to achieve goals. I have a DVD called Secrets to a Super Memory. All that's on the website,
Great.
Twitter, at Wayne Hoffman, Instagram, at Wayne Hoffman. You can find me if you want to. But again, Wayne Hoffman.
Beautiful.
Real
Great.
deal,
Nice
Wayne.
to meet you. Thanks for
Really
coming
a
on.
pleasure.
Thank you guys so much.